What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So as you can see today, MicroStrategy very neutral. Really hasn't been doing much so far. Basically since Monday. Tuesday was more sideways trading, and today is even more sideways trading. So overall, the market's a little bit quiet. For a volatile stock, sometimes you will see quiet days. As you can see, there are more stocks today trading more than 1 or 2 percentage points, while MicroStrategy is hovering around 1 percentage point of a change. So not much. I expect this to continue throughout the day. Regardless, the analysis can hold for the next couple of days or next couple of weeks. As you can see here, we have two trend lines currently in play. We have a downward trend line making lower highs, and then we have an upward trend line where price is making higher lows. At the same time, we have a range pattern going on. So this is known as a converging range, where price is just kind of going sideways with the extremes getting smaller and smaller. So eventually it's going to break out higher or lower. Most likely they break out with the prevailing trend, and the long-term prevailing trend is up still. So most likely we'll probably break out higher. But if we do break down lower, if we break this trend line and the range lows at the 322, then price will probably attempt to reach the 246 level. That's the measure move target that the bears have been trying to reach basically since early December. If we do break out higher and we break above this bearish trend line and the range highs, then we'll probably see a nice rally to the 445 and then a new all-time high at the 540s. So just wait and see. I think people are getting impatient because they just got in recently in the stock and it hasn't been doing so well. If you just go back a couple of months, let's just say back here in October, mid-October to now, that's a 75% gain. I mean, what stock is going to give you 75% in just 3-4 months? I mean, not a lot. So again, this is a high performer, but when it doesn't perform, you have to be patient because it's not going to continue to perform at a high rate every time. So again, earnings report is coming out as well. So that's another reason why the volatility will probably continue to drop until that earnings report will come out. So we'll just have to wait and see. Not expecting anything to happen crazy. I mean, it's always Bitcoin, right? So I mean, things can always happen, but it just doesn't look likely until we see a break of one of these trend lines. So that's what I see on the daily chart. Another thing I want to cover is MicroStrategy ever going to take out this prior high? Technically, it is likely, and also fundamentally. Why? Because they hold about 471,000 Bitcoin. So I believe they're going to get 500,000 by the end of the year, 500,000 by the end of the year, which currently the value is at $48 billion. This is 2.24% of a finite supply of 21 million coins. I mean, can you believe that? One company in the entire world holds 2.24% of an asset that has a finite supply. I mean, hopefully that blows your mind as it blows my mind. So, and everyone's going to want it in the world. Once you really understand Bitcoin, you should be understanding MicroStrategy as well and what they're doing. This is a completely different asset or even equity than versus other equities. Their business model is so different, and it's like one of a kind. So again, I think a lot of companies will eventually start to do similar situations in the future. So again, very bullish fundamentally and technically. Sometimes you can have a divergence between the two. And generally when the price is in a bear market and it's fundamentally good, that's when you kind of want to sit on the sidelines and just wait till it bottoms out. But in this case, it's fundamentally and technically still very bullish. Now let's take a look at the log scale on the weekly chart. Log scale, because you can see more of the price action dating back, versus if you use a regular chart, it's very small and you can't even really analyze it. So like as before, I think price is in a long-term uptrend. As you can see here, once we hit one side of a channel, price will work its way to the opposite side. And that's going to be sometime in maybe March, depending on how long it takes, maybe up until May. Now, here's the thing. So sometimes price gets more and more extreme. So just because we're moving at this angle right over here, you can see that price never came back to this trend line right here. There was a space between the price and the trend line, because the price went inside of a steeper trend line. So just because this is the current trend line in play, that doesn't mean we have to come back to it. Sometimes we might even make a steeper one. So again, we don't have to take that long to play out. Sometimes it might be earlier. Sometimes it might be even sooner, but most likely it'll probably be earlier or right at it. So again, it's just consolidating waiting for Bitcoin to break out, and Bitcoin is also consolidating as well, waiting to break out. So again, that's all I have for MicroStrategy in the daily, weekly charts. Most likely I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.